Welcome everyone to our class today. My name is Gloria Ramirez. For those who haven't met me or I haven't met you, I am so grateful for your presence and for deciding to connect. And today we are going to talk about 5 ways to relax your mind. And then I offer a free class every single month, the first Thursday of each month. And it's a wonderful experience to be able to connect with people and to be able to offer maybe some inspiration. I have been doing coaching work and classes and all of that for about 23 years, a long time. And I enjoy connecting with people and supporting people in whatever way I can. It's a very beautiful experience. So today I am happy to welcome you to this class, 5 ways to relax your mind. And we all know that taking time to slow down from daily activities is very important. And we are able to obviously support a healthy body and well being. And that's why it's important. A lot of times we talk about being in a rush and being busy and all of that. Yeah, that's good that we are busy and we have things to do, but at the same time, it's important to find balance. And when we find balance, then we are able to feel better and also have more harmony in our lives. So sometimes the challenge is that we are so used to the constant activity that we tell ourselves that our mind is not capable of resting. And I hear this sometimes from people who say that they cannot sit down to meditate even for 5 minutes because their minds are very busy. And I totally understand. And the key here is to really remember that little by little, the mind is going to give us the space, but we have to train it. So even if we meditate just for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, that's quite important because little by little, the mind is not going to keep rejecting the idea of slowing down and relaxing a little bit. Also, some other times what we do is we convince ourselves that we do not have any time to relax and unplug. And that is obviously, real that we are quite busy, but it's part of our, how can I say, like responsibility for us to really find balance in our lives. Otherwise, the challenge, dear friends, is that we might end up really getting sick and our bodies suffering from not giving it rest. So that's why it's important. It is an act of self-care to take care of ourselves, to take time to allow our minds to rest. It's an act of self-love. And if we can see it as important as eating and resting at night, then we can do this. There are many studies that tell us how important it is to take the time to allow our minds to relax. And it is up to us because no one can do it for us. And maybe one thing that occurs to me right now is to try not to commit too much when you know that you already have a lot on your plate, with a lot of respect for the person that might be asking you to do this or that for you, or to participate in maybe in a social event or whatever. You can maybe say, thank you so much for your kindness and for including me, but I already have a commitment for that day. And what's that commitment? That commitment is to rest, to sit in a chair and do nothing, for example. That's a commitment. So you are not lying. I learned this a long time ago, to really say that to people that I already have a commitment. And it's the truth. I have a commitment to just relax, or maybe I have a commitment to do some journaling, or maybe I have a commitment with myself to go to the gym different things. That's a commitment, and the commitment with ourselves count as much as commitment with others. So that's an idea that I offer to you right now, to really be attentive to how many things you accept, and how you can definitely be more, use more discernment, and then that way you are going to have more time to rest. Now, I'd like to share some practices that have helped me to relax my body and my mind, and these are real practices that I use as often as I can. Starting the first one, I do this every day, and is meditate. And you know quite well how research has told us that meditation is one of the most effective ways, not only to relax your mind and body, but to really have a healthy body, to have a healthy mind. I mean, meditation helps in every area of our lives. So make sure that you, if you don't know how to meditate, that's okay, not a problem. All you have to do is send me an email, and I'll be happy to either record a meditation for you or guide you to places where you can listen to guided meditations. I live at a spiritual community that is called Ananda, and that is the main reason why I'm here, is because of our practice of meditation, devotion, also prayer and service. So I'll be happy to guide you in the right direction about meditation, but make sure that you really take the time every day, even if it is just for 15 minutes or even 10 minutes. That's good enough at the beginning, and little by little you can increase it to 20 minutes and maybe to half an hour. And then you will feel that you want to meditate more, because it feels good, because it's giving your body a wonderful way to relax. The other way to be able to relax your mind is to practice measured breathing. And this is one technique of breathing of so many that are offered out there. This one is taught here at Ananda, the spiritual community where I live. And it's a wonderful practice that helps you to relax your mind, obviously. And you can use the measure breathing technique of inhaling a certain count, holding the same count, and then exhaling for the same count. So we are going to do a practice right now, and in a moment I'll invite you to close your eyes. But it's very simple. This is a technique to relax your mind. You inhale and hold your breath for 6 counts, and I will count. Then you hold your breath for 6 counts, and then you exhale for 6 counts. Then later on, you can do it for less number of times or for more, depending on the capacity of your lungs. So what I like to do is just invite you to go ahead and close your eyes, and let's go ahead and make sure that you are centering your heart, your shoulders are relaxed, your spine is straight, and the palms of your hands are sitting right there at the junction between your abdomen and your legs. And you are your eyes are closed, and you are focusing at the point between the eyebrows that is called the spiritual eye, right there. And then all you have to do is just do the breathing the way I am going to guide you. So you go ahead and start by inhaling 6. So let me go ahead and start. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale through your nose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, inhale through your nose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale through your mouth 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale. And just feel how wonderful it is to be able to use a technique like this simple, and you can do it anytime you like, and especially when your mind might be agitated. Now go ahead and take a deep breath, exhale, and open up your eyes. Very good, wonderful. So this is a wonderful way, again, to support your mind with this technique of measured breathing. The third aspect that I like to share with you about helping to relax your mind is journal your thoughts. And writing down what you're thinking and feeling is a very good way to calm your mind. And also the purpose of this exercise is to do a mental cleanse. You know how many times we have a lot of pain, we have a lot of things that are bothering us. Maybe we are very upset with someone. We don't know what to do with those thoughts, with those feelings. What a wonderful gift we have in journaling. All you have to do is be willing to sit down, maybe for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long time. And then go ahead and write down everything you feel. And especially if you feel emotional, go ahead and let go. And if you need to complain, this would be a perfect place to complain, because you are releasing. Imagine that you are surrendering into the presence of God everything that is really not good, that doesn't feel good. Or you can also journal wonderful things as well, of course. You can just write about how grateful you are about the experience you had the day before, anything you like. But it's a wonderful way to empty out your mind and to be at peace with your thoughts. So this exercise I highly recommend. And if you are not used to it, give it a try. Maybe you don't have to do it every day, but what I recommend is to start maybe 2 times a week to do this journaling, and then maybe you can increase it to 3 times in a few weeks. So everything that we do, if we do it progressively, is a lot easier to adapt into our daily routine. So again, 2 times a week, that would be perfect. And then you empty out everything that you feel in there. And as a matter of fact, at the end of your journal, let's say that you are writing about someone that made you very angry. That's okay. You have the right to feel angry. And so you write down everything that you felt, and you say, okay, God or higher power, I release all this anger to you. I let go. I don't want it to be in my heart. And then once you release all the complaints that you have, then you can say, thank you, God, for bathing me with your light, with your love. Thank you for guiding me to forgive and to be kind and to be loving. Help me, dear God, dear creator, higher power, whatever way you call your higher power. And then that way you are able to let go of the heaviness that might be in your heart at that moment. Let go and allow, imagine a white light bathing you, the presence of God bathing you with light and hugging you with that light and reminding you that you are his precious child. So that would be a very nice thing to do, to journal your thoughts, okay? Another way you can relax your mind is exercise. And my dear friends, this can be done in so many, many ways. You can just, here it says that the fastest way to get out of your head is to get into your body. Yes, because when you get busy with exercise, you have to center your attention into what you are doing at that moment. So let's say that you go to a gym, and you go ahead and allow all the available machines or tools that you have there to help you to get out of your head. And you can also go for a walk. And even if it is around the neighborhood, even if it is a short walk, all of that can help you get out of your head. It's very important that we really do exercise. You can also, obviously, and I didn't include it here, but yoga. No doubt about it. Ananda has a wonderful, a few classes that are free of Ananda Yoga, and Ananda Yoga is so wonderful, so gentle, so beautiful. And so you can check also the classes that they have, either free classes, or you can also sign up for classes. You can even sign up to become a yoga teacher if you want it. Yesterday, I think about 3 days ago, a new class started here at Ananda Village, which is where I live. And the students learn for about a month all the yoga poses and all of that. And it's a very powerful program. So again, exercise can be done in so many different ways. The secret here is for you to be willing to do it. And again, it doesn't have to be for hours. It could be for 15 minutes. It could be for half an hour. Maybe you have 1 hour, then you can go ahead and do it for an hour. And the other way that is so magical and powerful to be able to relax your mind is to connect with nature. And being in and around nature helps us think more clearly and feel more relaxed and refreshed and connected. And this is connecting with nature has a lot of benefits and helps us also to ground ourselves. And it has a calming effect in our bodies and in our minds. I do this all the time. I do this at least once a week. If I cannot, most of the time I try to go for a full day hiking and connecting with nature, or at least half a day. And I just come back like a new person. Why? Because nature is quite connected to God. Nature doesn't have issues. Nature is present. Nature is in oneness with that power that created the tree, that power that created the flower, that power that created the grass. So because it's so connected, obviously when we go, we are able to connect as well. And that's why everyone loves nature. Everyone loves to walk around a beautiful area where you see trees, or you see maybe cascades or waterfalls or rivers. And so this is a very important thing. And if you don't have a place nearby, maybe you can kind of plan a trip, even if it is maybe every 2 weeks, to go somewhere, whether with someone or by yourself, and then enjoy connecting with nature. It's absolutely amazing how we are able to really, how can I say, get back to that connection with the divine, with God, just by being willing to really embrace the energy of nature. And also, so these are 5 ways, but there are so many ways to relax your mind. You know that quite well. Besides these 5, which I just share: meditating, practicing measure breathing, journal your thoughts, exercise, connect with nature. Besides those, you can also do yoga, as I said earlier. You can do gardening. That's another way to relax your mind. You can do praying. Praying is a beautiful way, and especially if you have like a situation where you are bothered by someone who was not fair or whatever, use the harmony prayer. This harmony prayer is the prayer that we use here at Ananda, and it goes like this: Lord, fill this person with peace and harmony, peace and harmony. And so you say the name of the person. John, for example, Lord, fill Maria with peace and harmony, peace and harmony. And you say it 10 times, and then you say it 3 times for yourself. Lord, fill me with peace and harmony, peace and harmony. And so this is a wonderful way to keep your mind positive. For example, I had a situation where someone hit my car, and the lady that hit my car gave me her insurance, but by the time we needed to use it to pay for fixing the car, it didn't work. So what I decided to do was to use the harmony prayer. I decided, obviously, not to be upset at her, not to be anxious, but to use the harmony prayer. So because I had her full name, I used to just say, Lord, fill this person with peace and harmony, peace and harmony. And I did it for about at least, I'm going to say more than 2 months. And sure enough, probably about 3 months later, I was able to get my deductible back because I had to pay for the expense with my deductible. And it was because I repeated that prayer every day. So you can do the power of prayer. The other thing that you can do to the ways to relax your mind is to listen to music. Music is beautiful, especially maybe nice soft music like classical music or nature music. That helps a lot. If it is heavy like rock or heavy metal, that's a different story. But if it is soft music, it could be very beautiful for your mind. And also finding ways to express your creativity, for example, painting or doing anything that has to do with creativity, and also doing everything that reduces the stress. That's what those activities help you to, not to keep your mind so busy. And then also the secret to really relax your mind is to be aware that we do have plenty of powerful tools, and then to make the commitment to use them. I probably only mentioned a handful of the so many tools that we have there. So don't feel that you're a victim and that you cannot get out of the busyness of your mind. No, on the opposite, declare that you can get out of that busyness, that you can go ahead and set up the intention to do what is right and what is best for you, and then you will be able to get out of that space. Also, I definitely invite you to be willing to give these ideas a chance to transform your life. And again, as I said, these are only a handful, but there are so many others that probably you are already practicing or you have heard from others, and you can definitely practice. And now, I wanted to mention something extremely important, and this was when I was preparing this talk. I really, how can I say, this idea came to me, and it was related to that quote from Buddha that we all have heard, and it says, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. I'm going to go ahead and repeat. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. And then you also probably heard the quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said, "You become what you think about all day long." You become what you think about all day long. So what I'm trying to say here is this. I am trying to really remind you that the mind is a very powerful tool, and therefore you must educate your mind to be willing to allow you to create the life that you are dreaming to create. And I invite you to, during the day, ask yourself the question, what kind of life am I creating with my thoughts right now? And be very honest with yourself. Now, when you ask yourself this question, what kind of life am I creating with my thoughts right now? If you discover that you have been thinking for the last hour or hours very negative thoughts, please don't put yourself down. Please don't go into guilt. Instead, go ahead and say, okay, I am ready to shift this energy. I am ready to delete those thoughts, to surrender those thoughts to God, and I'm willing to go ahead and use affirmations. So if the thought that you were thinking was, let's say, related to maybe the thought was negative and was related to finances, you were worried about your finances, at that moment you say, you can even say, I let go of this thought, I let go of this idea, and I'm going to declare a new idea. I'm going to affirm a new idea. And then at that moment, you can say, give things in advance to God, who is the provider or the source of your good. You can say, thank you so much, dear Creator, or dear higher power, for being the source of my good. And thank you because it is so plenty, it is so abundant. So you start contrasting that idea that ego wants to give you, that you don't have enough money or that you are in trouble financially or anything like that. You have to contrast that idea with an idea of a positive thinking, with an idea that is going to help to create the life that you are dreaming. Because you know quite well that if you continue with that idea of I don't have enough, I am afraid, and all of that, that's exactly what is going to continue to happen in your life. Because remember, the Buddha said, the mind is everything, what you think become. So if you think that you are poor, that you don't have enough, that all of those problems that you allow your mind to entertain in it are going to come to pass, because they are creating your reality. You become what you think about all day long. So I wanted to talk about this topic because I think it's extremely important for us to realize that our mind is a very powerful creator and is creating all day long. And the message is to be conscious, to be present, to be alert about what thoughts are you entertaining in your mind. And if they are negative thoughts, be willing to release them. Be willing to let go. Be willing to say, no, that's not the way I want to think. That's not the way I am going to create a positive, harmonious, healthy, and a wealthy life. I have to change my thoughts, and I'm willing to do it right now. And you set up the intention, and then things start to change. But it's important that you put the effort. And the other thing that I wanted to mention related to the mind is that if you tell your mind that you are a poor victim, your mind is going to look for ways that are going to confirm that. So, for example, I am a victim of, let's say, people not treating me with love and respect. People are not good, or people are difficult or whatever. If you keep repeating that, that's exactly what is going to happen, because by the law of attraction, the law of magnetism, you are going to attract exactly what you are thinking. So I invite you to be so attentive, so alert, that you pay attention to what you have in your mind. And if you have thoughts of a victim mentality, you say, no, I am not a victim. I am a child of God. I have been created in his image and likeness, and therefore my essence is divine. And so affirm your divinity, affirm your kingship. You are the son, the daughter of a king. That king is that power that created the universe. So we cannot behave like beggars. We have to behave like princes and princesses. And that's the reason why we have to pay attention to our thoughts. Now, you probably are going to say, Gloria, but that's very difficult to pay attention to every thought. Yes, you are right. So many years ago, I learned something important, and it was that to be able to monitor my thoughts, the best way to do it was by monitoring my emotions. So if my emotions were negative, for example, I was down, I was sad, I was maybe feeling like not peaceful, whatever it was, most likely, obviously, my thoughts were exactly the same, negative, and then I needed to right then and there make the change, be willing to program my mind in a different way. So your emotions are going to tell you constantly where you are. For example, you cannot be having like kind of a face of sadness, and at the same time having thoughts of happiness. That's not how it happens. So if you are smiling, if you are being having a good attitude, obviously your thoughts are going to be according to that behavior. So very important to pay a lot of attention to your mind. Promise yourself to be attentive. You are creating your own reality with your thoughts every day. And that's the reason why, dear friends, we are not victims. We're not victims of anyone whatsoever. And sometimes we kind of point the finger and say that this person made my life miserable, or that person did that to me, or this person. Well, it was all the power of our minds, because we attracted those behaviors because of our thoughts. And please don't take it as something negative. Please take it as a wonderful opportunity to say, okay, all I have to do is just pay more attention to my thoughts, pay more attention to my emotions, and be willing to smile, be willing to have a positive attitude about everything, whether it's at work, whether it is with your family, whether it is with your friends, in any situation. And then the more you have that positive attitude, the more your mind is going to really help you to move in the right direction, because your thoughts are going to be positive. So again, ask yourself every day, what kind of life am I creating with my thoughts? And then, oh, right now, I am not creating exactly the best life because I was having this negative thought and thinking that I was a victim. Not a problem, my sweet one. You can treat yourself with a lot of love. Let's go ahead and change it. Let's go ahead and shift the energy and use an affirmation. And affirmations are powerful tools for you to shift the energy of your mind. So what you can do is do the pivoting process that I share a lot with people in my coaching. And I call it pivoting or changing the story. And it's 3 steps, very simple. The first step, you say, this is not what I want. For example, I don't want to be negative. Step number 2, I ask myself, what is it that I want? Okay, I want to be positive. Beautiful, that's what I want. Step number 3, I create an affirmation. Oh, wonderful. What's the affirmation? Oh, thank you so much, God, for helping me to keep a positive attitude. You see how beautiful? Or you can just say, I am ready to really maintain a positive attitude about every aspect of my life. Or I am willing to see the glass half full right now. What does it mean? It means that maybe you are going through a challenge, and instead of seeing the negative aspect of the challenge, you can always find a positive aspect of this challenge. So right there, you can just say, oh, I'm willing to see the blessings that this challenge is bringing me. Or another, let's say another situation is that you are criticizing yourself or putting yourself down or feeling that you are not good enough, for example. So the first step would be, this is not what I want. I don't want to feel that I'm not good enough. Okay. Number 2, what is it that I want? That's, you ask yourself, what is it that I want? I want to feel that I am good enough, that I am capable. Very good. Step number 3, let's create an affirmation. And you can create an affirmation, another kind of affirmation that I have shared in the past is, I am so happy and grateful now that I feel confident of my talents and abilities. I feel confident that I am capable, for example. You see, I am so happy and grateful now that. That's a wonderful way to help your mind to shift the energy from negative to positive. I am so happy and grateful now that. I am so grateful, happy and grateful now that I realize that I am a child of God, created in his image and likeness. I am so happy and grateful now that I see my greatness, that I see the power of God in myself. I am so happy. And then the other thing, for example, is to really see yourself with the eyes of God. I am so happy and grateful now that I see myself with the eyes of God. Or you can say, thank you, God, for helping me to see myself with your eyes. And so you see, you are creating affirmations. They have to also be in the present time, and they have to be positive. Okay, so be willing to shift the energy that is negative from your mind to positive energy by doing the pivoting process, or called also the change your story. Okay, you don't have a negative story. You are going to change it to a positive story with the 1, 2, 3. 1, this is not what I want. I don't want to feel that I'm not good enough. Number 2, I ask myself, what is it that I want? I want to feel confident and capable. Number 3, I create an affirmation. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel confident and capable, because now I accept that I am a child of God and my essence is divine, for example. Okay, so what a beautiful experience to be able to shift the energy constantly. So that's my invitation, my dear friends, is to use the power of affirmations and to use the pivoting process, which is a very powerful process. So now, just to, so I invite you this month to practice the obviously meditation. If you like to practice measured breathing, which is not difficult, to journal your thoughts whenever you feel that you are feeling, especially when you feel you are feeling down, and then exercise and connect with nature. And then go ahead and use the pivoting exercise so that way you shift the energy or your thoughts from negative to positive. Practice all of that this month and give yourself that opportunity. And you are welcome to watch this program again. It's going to be on my website, and I will go ahead and send you the place where the recording is going to be available. And as a matter of fact, you can also share with others, because it would be nice to help others also to maybe be inspired by what I am sharing with you today. And now what I'd like to share with you is that I have been doing transformational coaching for a period of more than 23 years. And one program that is really very, very, very good because of the success stories that I receive and because of my own success stories is called 12 Steps to Mastery Coaching Program. This is a program that takes you from childhood all the way to adulthood and helps you to let go of false beliefs about yourself, let go of all those ideas, negative ideas that you had been accepting in your mind. It's a life-transforming program. That's why it's called 12 Steps to Mastery. And the explanation of this program is under www.gloriaramirez.com, 12 Steps to Mastery. And also there is an area where I have a lot of testimonials. And so I don't want to bother you with more information that is not necessary at this moment, because you can yourself check it out, or you can send me an email and I'll be happy to connect with you. You can also call me and then we can talk about giving you the details of this program. I'll be happy to give you details. It's a program that for real changes people's lives, and the testimonials say it all, okay? So then our monthly inspirational free class is the first Thursday monthly, and you can register here at this website, which is actually is gloriaramirez.com/register. That's where you can register, or just the homepage. In there also you have the next class for the link for you to register to the next class. And then our next free class is Thursday, August 3rd, and it's 5 p.m. California, 8 p.m. Florida, and it's called 6 Tips to Simplify Making Decisions. This is a topic that I think that everyone is going to like. So I invite you to go ahead and join me again in about a month. And to finish this class today, if you feel that you have been inspired by this class, you can consider making a contribution to gloriaramirez.com/giving. And then here, I just want to say thank you, because I'm very grateful that you have been interested in participating in this class. And I am very, very grateful for the opportunity to connect with you. Now, I'd like to see if there is anyone who might have a question, might have a comment, anything. You are welcome to go ahead and share any questions or comments. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the sharing the screen, and then for us to connect and then see if there is anyone who wants to share. Okay.
I'd like to say, Gloria, that I enjoyed this very much. I thank you so very much.
Oh,
It
you're
was
welcome.
wonderful.
I am so happy, Morella. I appreciate that you connected, and I'm gonna definitely send an email to the people who are here, and I will let you know where the recording is. But remember that you can share it with others too, okay?
Wonderful,
Not
wonderful.
only.
I'm looking forward for the next ones. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. You're welcome. Thank you. Anyone else who might want to share anything about your experience today, or you might have a question? It doesn't seem like anyone has a question or